relative from English 1, and I'm going to be looking at 4 different ways that you can increase your grammar intensity in the IELTS exam. So how do we go from a band 7 to a band 8? The first thing you need to look at is your descriptor. So your band descriptor will tell you what you need. And for band 7, you need a variety of simple and complex structures. However, for a band 8, you need a wide variety. So how are we going to do all of this? So here are some examples. The first one is to use discourse markers and transitionary words creatively. Now you know that you have to use them, and we use them quite well. But if we use them creatively, we can push it to a band 8, perhaps even a band 9. Let's look at this example. Many countries encourage tourism because it brings economic growth. So this is a simple sentence. We've got 2 clauses, an independent clause, many countries encourage tourism, and an independent clause, it brings economic growth. And we've used the transitionary word because to bring them together. However, if we use the dependent clause first, which technically cannot stand on its own, and use a transitionary word first, we have just increased our grammar intensity. Let's look at the example. Because tourism brings economic growth, many countries encourage it. Don't forget the comma. You need a comma, right? Good. The second one is conditional clauses. These are quite easy to use. Look at the example. If CO2 emissions are not curbed, the climate of the planet will change significantly. Cause and effect, right? Number 3, my favorite, relative pronouns. So if you use a relative pronoun to create a relative clause, you're adding information. Look at the example. Many countries which suffer from the loss of traditional industries encourage tourism because it brings economic growth. So without the relative clause, you've got a simple sentence. By just adding a relative pronoun and the clause, you have increased your band to a band 8 and therefore the intensity of your grammar. This is an excellent way of adding extra information. So if you have any information to add, use a relative pronoun. Number 4 are adverbial participle clauses. So the subject must be the same in both clauses for this to work. Let's take a look at the example. Students pay high tuition fees, so students expect to find a high-paying job. That's a band 6 or 7. To push it up, we would say, after paying high tuition fees, students expect to find a well-paying job upon graduation. Using the adverbial participle clause, the beginning, you have increased your grammar intensity by quite a lot. Then, let's quickly take a look at semicolons. They are a little pesky, and even native speakers struggle to use them correctly. But they are band killers, if they are not used accurately at least. So only use the semicolon before, consequently, therefore, however, nevertheless, hence, henceforth, and in fact. Here's an example. Money cannot buy happiness. However, a high-paying job can bring comfort. Just before, however, we've added a semicolon. After, however, it's a comma. I hope these are going to help you push your grammar intensity up and get your band. Good luck!